Good morning, everybody, or shall I say good night to me, since I just worked a 12-hour shift and I will be hitting the sack here shortly. But I wanted to take a couple minutes to talk to everybody about a basic, everyday, simple look. I get so many questions about there's all these products, everything that they want to try, but what should they get, basically? So this is a basic look that I use, and I switch around my products all the time since I have all of them. But this is something that I probably use the most out of everything. So I just wanted to demonstrate it so that way you could kind of see the difference of how the products go on and all that good stuff. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of your time. I want to try and make this as quick as possible. So I'll cut right to it here. I have 4 products other than the 3D fiber lashes. To me, that goes on every look. So the 3D fiber lashes are there, and then 4 other products. I might introduce a 5th one later on if I have time here. So my first one is the Touch Mineral Pressed Powder. That is my all-time favorite powder foundation, or foundation product in general. The blusher in Sweet, and now this is still the loose powder blusher, but we just came out with the pressed powder. Same formula, same colors, it's just one comes in a compact now instead of being a loose powder like what I have. Sexy Eye Pigment, number 3. I love that color. It's a nude shimmer. It looks pink online, but it's actually a nude shimmer. It goes over everything. It looks great by itself. I love, love, love it. And then my eyeliner in Proper. It's brown. It's a dark brown, which I love. It gives it a little less harsh look than the black, which I use a lot for going out. But as you can see how much I use it, that's how big my brown pencil is left. So let's get started. And I apologize for the windiness. I have a tendency to ramble when I'm exhausted. So we're going to do this anyway. So I'm just going to, right now I have a clean face. I've used my Younique skincare products. I've got the cleanser, the rose water, the divine moisturizer, which I absolutely love. All of them together. You use them in that order, and it really does great for your skin. And that Illuminate cleanser you can actually use as a mask to exfoliate as well by leaving it on your skin 10 extra minutes and letting it dry before you wash it off, which is wonderful. 2 products in one. I love multi-function products. So right now, I am just putting on a layer of the pressed powder. You will start to see it just smooth everything. And it just kind of gives it a very even, soft look. And I'll pick it up so that way, pick up my phone so you can see how it does in the actual real lighting. But just a layer over everything. When you get everything else added on, it just brings it all together. So that is my pressed powder. As you can see, it just makes my skin look a lot softer, more even skin tone, and I don't even have anything else on with it. I didn't even use the Glorious Face and Eye Primer, and usually I use that under the powders, but I wanted you to see what it does by itself because that product is just phenomenal. So next is the blusher. There are a million ways you can use your blusher, a million places to put it. You do what you like. Some people put it on the apples of their cheeks. I, on the other hand, go right on top of the cheekbone, and I put a little more color up by my hairline and kind of swoop it down along my cheekbone. Now, I was taught that years ago, and it seems to work well for my face. I don't really like the red right here, but some people's faces, that's what they need to enhance to give themselves cheekbones. So you do what's necessary. The thing I love is if you get a little too much blusher, you go over it with the powder, no big deal. And I apologize, I keep staring at my phone screen instead of at the camera lens. I am so not used to recording myself. So next in line is the Sexy Eye Pigment. We're just gonna put a little bit on. I've got my liner shader brush by Younique, which is awesome, has 2 ends, that for liner. I don't use it very much for the eyeliner just because I love Younique's eyeliners already. I don't really need to use the pigments for that, but if you like to get crazy with your colors and do fun combinations, then you can use any of our eye pigments or cheek pigments with the liners. So that creates a bunch of fun, funky looks if you like that. Next is my eyeliner. Just going to, I always line under my bottom lashes. Now when you do eyeliner, you come in 1/2 to 3/4 of the way in, and then across the top. You never line with the dark all the way around. If you do, it makes your eye look small. Open it up, look how much bigger your eye looks. It's different. That is the difference. So this eyeliner goes on so smooth. I just pull very gently on the corner just to stretch out my lid. Once you start getting into your 30s, you just can't help but get a little bit of extra loosage in your skin. Is that even a word, loosage? Looseness. There we go. But this eyeliner really is amazing. It goes on like butter. And I never thought that I would say that a pencil sharpener makes a difference, but it is amazing how easy Younique's pencil sharpener sharpens the pencils in like to the perfect tip. So I highly suggest it. It's $7.50. If you are under your $100 and you get that to get the free shipping, it's basically like getting it free. And then we are going to do our 3D fiber lashes. I've got the transplanting gel and the fibers. And this is how I do mine to get the least amount of fallout. Okay, I'm going to kind of teach you a little bit here how I do mine. I will wipe off the excess of the gel. Otherwise, it's just like any normal mascara that you pull out of the package and it's caked with all kinds of gel or mascara. You've got to wipe some of it off, otherwise you get clumping. So I do very light layers because you can always build upon it with other layers. But I find if you start off with too much, then you end up with clumping. So gel, then fibers on one eye. And I don't always do my bottom lashes. I feel like a couple layers of the gel is enough on my bottoms. But some of you who don't have as much for lashes might want them, or maybe you just like them bigger in the first place. So there's gel on the other eye and fibers. And then I literally wait after those steps about 5 or 10 seconds before I put my final coat of gel on. Now, I did not put a coat of any other mascara underneath this. I find that defeats the purpose of keeping it naturally based, and I find that depending on the mascara that you use, it causes clumping. So I would rather stick to just the Youniques only, and if one coat isn't enough, then you can put 2. Now, I don't know if you noticed what I just did there. I'm going over the fibers now to seal these onto my lashes, but not only do I do the bottoms of my lashes, but I go over the tops. Oops, I just scraped my thing. It's really hard to do this in the phone, so forgive me. I don't normally put it on this messy. I can't hardly see what I'm doing. But anyway, so you can already see I haven't put the other coat on this eye, but look at this eye already sticking out. And of course you can see my blemish on my lid, but the great thing is once it dries, usually it just rubs right off. Do the tops. Wow, I am so messy. I need to practice videoing myself. I'm used to a big mirror, but that's okay. You guys get the gist. Watch how easy this is. Just got it on the bridge of my nose and done. If I want to, run over that with just a touch of powder. Sometimes you do get a couple little fibers that will fall during application. Brushes right off, just like that. All right, and there's my look. Very simple, but nice and smooth. Every day, you don't see all the blemishes. You can add a lip gloss to this to make it a little bit more with your lips. And I'm going to show you one last trick really quick before my time runs out. We have these new bronzers that just came out, but I personally like this mineral concealer powder that we have, and I get it in Fierce, which is a dark brown. And now watch, if you are not sure if you can highlight and contour, you can at least contour, and it makes such a big difference. And I'm going to hold this up so you can see. Okay, see how my cheeks look now? Now watch it. Instead of going on my cheekbones, I'm going to go under, and you can feel right below where your cheek indents. Go over this with a little bit of darkness. Okay, I'm just using my powder brush. Right underneath my cheekbones. Now look at my face, how that contours. Makes you give a little bit slimmer look. And then you can soften. Right now I've got my hair up, which I don't usually for going out or anything, but you can soften around the edges of your forehead with this. And I also go underneath the chin, right along my jawline. Kind of gives it that nice slim look here, without even highlighting or anything. Normally I will highlight underneath my eyes, especially, and you always do a triangle, but, and I highlight a little bit here and right down my nose. You can contour your nose a little bit different if you're really worried about it and you want it to look a little pointier, but I have a big schnoz no matter what, so this is what I deal with. So that is an easy way to contour right there. So, as you can see, very soft. Love it. Love it. I can go to the gym in this. I can run to the store in this. I can walk around the house like this. I can play with the kids like this. And if I choose to go out on the town like this, nobody's going to say a word because it looks great. It's very simple, very basic. It's awesome. I hope that helps you, and maybe I'll learn how to record a little better for the next video. Have a good day, everyone.